Hey guys, we are back. I've been doing some thinking, and I think that I am going to well, not abandon, but strip out my Navis orbital station, and we're gonna move out to Claudius, out to we're gonna go orbit the sun, because of the solar bump there and things like that. So we're going to strip out our station over Navis. So I've been prepping for that. Of course, we've got this rocket that's still filling, and it's getting there. I mean, it's about half full now. That's gonna build our you know foundation of our station. But in the meantime, since we're gonna leave this run, I went ahead and built a second silo and a second rocket. This is going to be our rocket to go to and from and do the things we need to do. This is going to be, continue to fill. Um, but we're not going up right now. This is going to be a real short video. It's not going to be long. I'm just kind of updating you guys on what's going on. And basically, what my plan is this. We are going to do a couple of things here. Let's go over here to Alaz, and let me show you what we got going here in Alaz. As you can see, I've been expanding my my network, and the reason for that is a couple of things. One, there was some coal over here. I needed. Let me go ahead and turn this off now that we've seen it. There's some coal over here that I needed to tap into. So we went ahead and extended our network out to the coal so that we could drop the coal. We ran a line up here and connected it into where the coal is running out over here. The other thing we did is we went ahead and we tapped into our homolite, and we tapped into our vulcanite. And we did all of this remotely. This was all done through the nav menu, and what have you. So we've got all of that going. As you guys remember, where is it? Up here. Ah, there it is. We got all of this stuff building. That's all kind of caught up at this point. I did screw up when I put these down. As you can see, there's 101.6K of these in here. I forgot to block this off. So we're going to at some point ship these out, and we'll use them other places. Same thing happened here. Not so much the other ones, but just those two. I got ahead of myself, and I didn't block those off. So that's what we've got going here. So things are doing well there. So now, here's what we're going to do, though. Since we are going to abandon this station, right? I figured that I would do some preemptive work since we're kind of getting this whole nav thing down. We've got all of this fluid sitting in these tanks. I don't want to waste any of it. It does not make sense to waste it. So we're going to pump it out, and we're going to put it into barrels. Now, we've already got barrels here. We just have to move some things around because we got 2 warehouses full of barrels. So what we're going to do is this. We are going to we're going to reverse these to put them into the cargo landing pad. And then from the cargo landing pad, we're going to put them into this warehouse. We're gonna copy over the allowances and put them into this warehouse. So it'll take all of the barrels that are in here out, and there's quite a few. And then we're going to reverse these belts and have them deliver to the warehouse as opposed to take from the warehouse. We're going to reverse this belt and have it delivered to the factories. And then we're going to put pumps in here, and we're going to turn around and barrel up everything that we can out of these tanks, suck it all out of the system. Once this is sucked out, we'll move this, and then we'll set up one to do that and what have you. Because that there is no barreling for this yet. We'll have to barrel that later. But we can get these three here sucked out. We can get this one sucked out, and in preparation for us coming down. So that's our plan. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to reverse these. Right? And then we're going to copy this and paste it here so that they start filling in there. Right? The next thing we're going to do, and I don't think we have a way to do it yet, is to we need to be able to pick that barrel up, and I don't think we can. I think we've kind of in a way screwed ourselves. Yeah. All right. We are going to end up ultimately having to go up there because we don't have anything which is a provider chest. Crap, I just realized that. Nothing up here is a provider chest in the network other than these. So we are going to have to go up here and do it. I just realized that. Okay, well, that's all right though. We'll let this empty out first. And then maybe we'll see what we can do to get some things started. Because I think we can still pull off part of this, even though we're not set up for the way we want to be. There's just going to be some barrels sitting there. We'll have to go and pick them up. But let's try something here. We want that going into there, that going into there, that going into there, that going into there, that reversed, and that reversed. All right? Now, I believe all right, come on, autosave. I think we can still pull part of this off. So there we go. So that's going into there. We don't want you taking the pipes out, or we don't want you taking those out. Oh, okay. We don't want to take any empties out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change this to, we're going to barrel these up. All right, so this one is going to be water, right? Fill water barrel. Right? And then that's going to start barreling that up. You guys are screwed. This one we're going to, it says lube. So we're going to start barreling up lube. Right? And then that'll do that. This one is heavy oil, so we're going to barrel up heavy oil. And then this one should be there it is, petroleum gas. Alright, so now these should start sending this stuff the way it's supposed to go. Right, so that's going to go into there. So that's headed in the right direction. That's headed in the right direction. Alright, there. So now we're just going to add whatever this junk stuff on here is to this list. So looks like we got some petroleum gas. Looks like we got some heavy oil on this belt. Right, and then that's going to go there. Now these guys unfortunately are screwed because there is no place to put them. now, right? So those are sticking those in, that's sticking that in, that's going out there. So this one now has to go there. Right? And those are going to start piling barrels up on there. That's going to start taking them out, putting them in here, which is in turn is going to start taking them here. So we're going to start emptying these tanks out. We should start seeing these tanks go down now. Yeah, so eventually these guys are just going to hang out. We're going to have to go up and take care of them. And if we lose a few barrels and if we lose a few bots, well, so be it. But we will have the majority of this pumped out. We will have to put, when we go up, we'll have to put in pumps to finish that out. But it looks like we are now... Alright, this one's not getting any because it's too slow, but eventually it'll, you know, it'll fill up and this guy will get a barrel and then we can go from there. Here, have some barrels just to make sure it's working. Alright, so we know that's working. This one, that's looks like a lube. So we'll add lube to the list, or heavy oil to the list. Is that heavy oil? Yeah, it's heavy oil. So eventually, yeah, it already took it off. Okay, good. And this one's got... Can't tell what that one is that's sitting on there. I'm gonna guess it's probably water, since that's the only other thing we seem to have, and we'll see if it picks it up. So we go lubricant, petroleum gas, heavy oil, and water. So whatever is sitting there, it's just not picking it up. Eventually it will. Water, lubricant, heavy oil, petroleum gas. It's the only things it can be, unless it's just an empty barrel. And if it's an empty barrel, we can fix that problem too. Yep, it was an empty barrel. There we go. So now we can take that off of that list. Alright, so these guys are going to fill these. It's going to come down here. This is going to fill up. It's probably already full. Yeah, it's already full. This is going to eventually fill up, and that's fine. We'll live with it. As long as it's starting to take our stuff out of our tanks, which it is. We're going to have to fly up at some point and fix the rest of it. We can't really do it right now. So these bots are just going to have to hang out and do their thing, and they'll just keep charging and flying and charging and flying until we get our asses up there and get that taken care of. And at that point, we will install some pumps, suck out these pipes, and suck up all this other stuff and get it all canned up, and we'll be good to go. So there's what we got going at this point, guys. Just wanted to kind of touch base and show you guys what's happening. We're going to tear this sucker down. We'll probably even take the scaffolding with us, with the exception of probably a landing pad and a launch pad, because we won't be able to pick up the launch pad because we'll be taking off in the rocket. I mean, we could pick it up later and put it in a capsule and just come down with just the capsule, but is it worth launching an entire rocket just for the launch pad? I don't think so. We'll leave the launch pad, we'll leave the landing pad, and we'll pick everything else up, and that'll be that, right? Not enough space available. See a map for more details. Yeah, that's because these guys are hanging out, floating around. We're gonna have to take care of that eventually. But look at that. We're almost. Water is almost completely empty already. You know, we're doing okay on the other ones. They're still going down. This one won't until we get up there and make arrangements for it. But these puppies are definitely being pumped out too. But I figured if we could do it before we went up there, it's going to save us time and energy, you know, on doing it. To get up there, we're probably going to have to take a couple of rockets, because each of these warehouses is about the same as what a rocket will hold. And if we've got one already full, then I know, you know, this one's going to fill up, etc., etc., etc. So we're gonna, you know, it's gonna take us a bit to get it down. It's probably gonna take a couple of rockets to do it, but you know, we'll deal with it. So there we go. That's what we got going, guys. We are, like I say, we're continuing to march on this. I did the math, and at the time that I did the math, I had 9 more hours to get this sucker completely filled. You know, so it's going to be a while. But once we get that filled, I think we're going to have all the scaffolding we need for base building, and possibly for some of our initial research. But definitely all we need initially to get up there. What we'll probably end up doing though is, rather than launching this first, we will go up in our new second rocket, set up a landing pad and all the minimum stuff, and then we'll call this up. And that's how we'll get up there when the time comes. But that is it for now. Like I say, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on, what my thought process is. Like I say, if we go over here, it's 1616% is our solar. So we're going to get, you know, major solar, and we got a little bit of room to start out on, but you know, we'll have plenty of room to do what we need to do. You know, and we'll go from there. So that's it, guys. I'll catch up with you all later. Take care. Bye.